We are continuing to help you have the best summer ever. Our new series, The Best Summer Ever Bucket List Challenge, aims to fill your summer with fun and affordable things to do with your family. This morning, we're going to help you find things to check off your list. I have that list right here. It is long, but we are going to get to it. With me now is Elizabeth Eddins with Visit The Woodlands. Thank you so much for coming in on this holiday. We do appreciate your time.
Of course, this is so awesome.
You know, this is a lot of fun. This is awesome. It looks like summer outside. It feels like summer outside. And I know you have some things on your list that will provide relief with these hot temperatures.
Yes. You know, we want people to be able to enjoy the outdoors. And, you know, we like to say in the Woodlands, it's a little bit cooler. You know, we have all those trees up there. It's a little more breezy. We've got the waterway. So when you're planning that summer adventure coming up from Houston, it's a pretty short drive, but once you get there, you really feel like you're in an oasis and you can kind of relax.
I always enjoy my time up there. What are some of the things that we have on your bucket list?
On some of the bucket list items, I know that we always love to encourage people to go along the Woodlands Waterway. Our Art Bench Tour is one of the largest collections of outdoor art in the country. So you can take our scavenger hunt, and the trail will take you all along the waterway to see 30 different pieces of outdoor art. You can take the Woodlands trolley, and that really does kind of help you move along. It's air conditioned, so as you have kind of done
an added bonus.
An added bonus, you get a little relief from the heat, and so that's one of the best ways to do it. One of the second ways is to get onto the water. You can do water activities on the Woodlands waterway. You can do a kayak ride, a swan boat. You can do the swan boats at the Woodlands waterway as well as the mall, and that's great for families to come on. You can have 4 or 5 people on it, and then of course you can do a paddle board, a kayak, as well as a water bike, which is one of the favorite things that I've done. You know, you're on the water and you're kind of moving, so you're exercising, but you're feeling the breeze, and you kind of forget you know, that it's summertime.
Soaking in the rays, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I know for parents too, after you can enjoy a cold one at the many breweries and restaurants that the Woodlands offer.
Yes, our waterway dining is one of the most favorite things that people come in and do. You know, you're really just kind of wanting that view. So if you're at Hughes Landing, we've got Restaurant Row there. You can grab a beverage and go out to Waterway Nights, which is at Waterway, right there at the Waterway, as well as Hughes Landing. They've got Rock the Row all summer with our live music. You know, so many people, when they are introduced to the Woodlands, it's through the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. You know, you come in for one of these big shows,
concerts,
and you are, you know, you're there for a reason. And we really want people to know that you can come back and make it a weekend. They like to say at the pavilion that rock pays for Bach. So those are our big shows. You know, we've got Chris Stapleton, Sting, Shania Twain, all of these big shows that are coming across this summer. But then we also have the Star Spangled Salute, which is July 3rd, which is a great way to get your family to see a Houston Symphony show. And then very soon right after is Cirque de la Symphony, which is going to have a Cirque du Soleil theme, and it's going to have acrobats and jugglers and contortionists, really to kind of make that experience special for the whole family. Its lawn seating is free if you want to come in and sit there, or there are paid seats underneath the tent. But we really do want to encourage and remind people about that pavilion bag policy, which is the same across the, you know, any Live Nation venue or any of these big venue stadium policy, to make sure you come in with that approved bag, so you're not making a walk back to the car to drop your things off. But that's one of our favorite activities that people really know the Woodlands for, the pavilion.
That's a good tip to remember, to keep in mind if you are planning to do any of these activities. You mentioned so many great things, Elizabeth. Are there any of those things that you consider to be like a hidden gem, or is that another list?
Yeah, that's definitely another list. VisitTheWoodlands.com is a great place to check that out. But Texas Tree Ventures may be something that's a little more new to the audience. It's a 3-story aerial ropes course, adventure course at Rob Fleming Park, and they have just added dozens of new elements. So if you've done it before, it's a great time to come back and see it again. But it's an adventure by choice, so you can decide if you want to go all the way to the top, if you want to stay lower at the bottom. But that's the Woodlands Parks and Recreation Department that do an excellent job with these outdoor events and celebrations. Our Red Hot and Blue Festival is going to be July 4th if you want to come in for the fireworks extravaganza that are all across town. And and we really are excited to have visitors come in to see it for the first time or come back year after year.
You know, you're planting seeds as you're talking.
Right.
I'm thinking, I'm like, you know, this would be a really great field trip. We should take the show on the road, Rabin, if you're listening to me.
I love that idea. I love that idea.
She said she heard me.
Yeah, we can make that
I
happen.
don't know,
for
4th of
sure.
July, that sounds really great.
We will get y'all a front
That's on a
row
what,
seat.
Tuesday this year? What is 4th of July on? A Tuesday?
Yes, that one's gonna
I think
be,
it is.
Newsroom.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I think
calendar.
I think it's on a Tuesday. So maybe we can get something in the books here. It is. It's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I would absolutely love that. And we just really want to, you know, let people know that they can plan that summer trip very easily at visitthewoodlands.com.
Okay, and we, of course, will put all of this information on our website,
Please.
clicktohouston.com. Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.